What is going on, everyone? Today we are going to be installing detent springs from Hybrid Racing on my 2021 Honda Civic Type R. I've heard a lot of people say that these springs actually make a difference on shifting, and if you do have a 10th gen manual or SI, they say that it actually increases like the lateral movement and stiffens it up by a lot. But I'll probably show you guys like the percentages and numbers from Hybrid Racing that they showed. I just want to give a quick shout out to FK Hot Hatchy in my previous video when we were installing the Acuity bushings. He basically said that we should have installed these springs because we had the whole battery tray out, the intake out already, and I never even knew that to install those springs we had to take all those out in the first place. So shout out to you for recommending me this product, and let's see if it makes a big difference. All right, so here's the package. Let's open this bad boy up. Here it is, Hybrid Racing, one spring. Actually, it's two springs right here. It just looked like one because it was together. Right here. So yeah, for about 20 bucks, two springs, 10 bucks a piece. Let's see if $20 is worth it. So if you have a 10th gen Civic, you should only have two springs. I think if you have an older Civic, it may come with 3 springs. So if yours come with 2 springs for the 10th gens, you know you have the right one. So first things first, we gotta pop the hood and take apart the intake. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna be taking off the intake first, and then we're gonna get to the battery, but I'm gonna time lapse it and not show you guys exactly how to take off the intake, only because mine's obviously aftermarket. So when I get to that, then we'll get to the battery. Okay, now that we got the battery out, you are gonna wanna basically remove every bolt that you see that's holding the battery tray bracket and take all of this off. So these 2 bolts is gonna basically come out, and then the rest of these. Basically every bolt that you see has to come out. Okay, now that we got all the bolts out and took apart the battery tray, there's also one 12mm bolt that's hiding right here too. But once you remove all the brackets and the bolts, you're gonna notice that it's probably gonna be one that's stuck and the bracket's still gonna be hanging on, and you just basically gotta look for what's holding on to the last bracket, and then that one was just right there hidden. All right, now that we removed everything so that we could have room to take apart the bolts that have the springs in to change out to the detent springs from Hybrid, we're gonna take apart that connector right there. And that's the transmission connector.
There we go.
All power loss. So it's gonna be right there.
And then with this, you want to push this out. So you want to lift this instead of pushing it, actually.
So that middle piece, just lift it up.
Lift it up like that.
And pull out.
Bam.
So easy.
And I was out here struggling for 10 minutes. All right, guys. So once you remove this little plastic bracket piece, the bolt is right under it. So it'd be right here, just hidden. You want to go ahead and get your way in there.
So it's a 12mm bolt. So that's what this phone's doing right now.
Yep. And now, don't lose your knuckles. I almost lost my knuckles, guys. Don't lose it now.
Don't lose it. Come on, Timon. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And this is your left-right detent spring.
Yes, sir.
So, you want to come to the table real quick? Does it just pop out?
Yeah.
Just like that. Bam. Left-right detent spring.
All right, so the stock springs is on the right and the Hybrid Racing springs is on the left. Pretty big difference. Left is black, right is silver. Left one is more longer, more rigid, more stronger, more dense. OEM is OEM.
All right, guys, so what you want to do is you want to grab your new hybrid Detent spring, throw her in here, and then after this, she's ready to go back in. And then once she's in and tightened, you want to tighten it down to 16 foot-pounds of torque, and then she should be set, ready to go.
And then we're also gonna do it on the other bolt too.
Is that one also 16 foot-pounds?
Yeah, same thing.
16 per pound-feet of torque. To me.
Horsepower. All right, time to put the spring back in. Hopefully I don't drop it. Solo dolo right now. Oh, and of course I have to just say, hopefully I don't drop it. I dropped it, but I got it. All right, now that you got that one tightened down, on to the next one. Okay, so for the second detent spring, which is the front back, it's gonna be behind the transmission. So it's right there. It's basically that one, literally right under the shifter cable bushings. So it's gonna be this one right here. So there's a big bolt right here, and just look directly like behind it or in front of it, whichever one you're looking at. So I grabbed myself a 12mm wrench. Let's see if this is better, because I tried a socket, but it seems too hard to get in. All right, so I loosened it with the longer one, then grabbed the smaller one and just got it loose. Now I'm using my fingers. And boom, there it is. So again, OEM spring, pop it out, new hybrid spring. So I would suggest wearing gloves because that's probably transmission fluid that came out the springs and the bolt. So again, grab your new one, put it in here, and reinstall. So I'm gonna put you guys back on the tripod so you guys can see me install it, and torque it down to 16, and that's it. There it is. Hand tighten first. It should be good. All right, so that's basically it for the installation video. Now to tighten everything back, put all the battery back in, the intake back on. Make sure you connect your transmission connector right there, and should be good to go. Let's see if $20 makes a big difference. All right, now that everything's back installed, let's go see how the shifter feels. All right, here we go. It's definitely more stiffer side to side, that's for sure. Honestly. I do notice a difference from side to side. I mean, look at it. It just throws you back in neutral. I feel like you can't miss shift now. There's no way. There's no way you can miss shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it feels good, honestly. Now, I feel like if you had a 10th gen SI, it would probably be a much bigger difference with the stock OEM shifter. But honestly, I could still feel a slight difference with this. And for $20, it's not bad of a mod. This actually makes a difference. I can't wait to like drive it and see how much of a difference it actually makes it. So it's been a couple of days with driving with the hybrid racing detent springs, and I do notice a difference when shifting. The gear-to-gear shifting seems to lock into place, and when driving hard, it catches right into gear. Honestly, for $20, it's not a bad install, and those who have a 10th gen manual Civic and SI should feel a more noticeable difference with the stock shifter. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to leave a like, comment any questions you have, and don't forget to subscribe to your boy for more future content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!
잘했어 yeah 나 알려줘 It's you 내 머릿속에